What is up, everybody? All the mob bros out there. Welcome to another
Yo.
Saturday Night Live. Nick is building right now, so we get a preview of what Nick's building. How's everyone doing tonight? That's awesome, Sean. First time here, Gary. Welcome.
I think I lasered and then threw away my template.
What's up, Danny? How's everyone doing? Aaron, your mod looks good. It is my first in queue to finish out right now. What's up, Steven? What's up, Osama? How's everyone doing tonight? What's up, Steven?
What's up, everyone?
Yep, Aaron. It's sitting on my counter right now, drying. I dyed sits today, and we have 3 more available. We are going to be running a randomizer list on live tonight. The list will get posted in the Mod Bros group at exactly 9 o'clock. It'll run for an hour, and we'll run it on after it's in an hour after we close it. Jimmy Anderson. Sean, I wish I could do Diablos for All, but unfortunately I cannot. I do not have enough time for that. I do them as fast and as many as I can. Let's go ahead and get this shared to the group so we can get more people in if someone doesn't mind doing that for me.
Where's the filter at?
It's to the side of the wick. Anybody else mesmerized watching Nick build contacts over here?
Oh, so mesmerizing.
What's everyone vaping on tonight? I see an El Diablo in Nit's window there. And a Rapture, I think.
Yep. And an Ani.
And an Ani. Are we coming through loud and clear? Cookie Crunch. Nick, you've converted someone. Aaron's on that Cookie Crunch.
It's the way to live.
I am on Yummy Vapor in the Pond with JMA Vanilla Custard on the El Diablo with the Amati on top, as always. And some new stuff, some FFJ Marveler Mayhem on the Monos with the Narta. See how it tastes. This was on fire. Serial killer. How is that, Elijah? Thank you, Jimmy. Appreciate that for sharing it to the group. If you guys want to get this shared over to bottom feeders, late side, that'd be amazing too. Pastry Fruit Loops. Nothing wrong with that. This stuff's not horrible. I don't know what the combo is on it. The Marble or Mayhem or Mayhe. Oh, it's Mayhem. Marbled Mayhem. I know, Aaron. It was so weird. You entered a raffle and you won, and all of a sudden a Skyfall fell in your mailbox this week. How are you enjoying it, buddy? I know it was really, really hard for me to give it up. I know that for sure. Trash can down, October. Katana Captain Mellow Armor 2.0. Nice. Joss, welcome. If it's first time seeing a live show. Karma on the Diablo. Yeah, it's really good, Aaron. It was really good. I may have another one lined up for the group. I'm working on it right now. Welcome, Matthew. Welcome, Joss. So tonight we've got a few things. We've got a Prestige RDA, which, if you don't know, is made by the same dude that makes bolts.
No, I didn't know that.
Yep. So, not a bad serial number. Got a Prestige RDA right here with a never normal cap. So, an Ultim never normal cap. All the originals. Oklahoma's emerge, yep. And we also are going to be doing a Katana V2, which is 21,700 with a reset 510 in it. It's a beautiful red. And we will do one El Diablo as well as the El Diablo randomizer.
It's got the shorter button in it too, so it won't auto fire.
There you go. That is right there. Evening wheel. Sorry, Jimmy. I'm sure you'll be home before this is over. He is working on the DNAs. Yes, he is.
Right now, I'm doing a contacts for the Onamaru that's coming. I've got 5 DNA 75C sitting on the bench drying, and I'll start on those tomorrow. Probably won't have them finished Monday because I didn't get them until today.
There you guys go. 5 DNAs on their way. So what do you guys want to see first tonight? Let's go ahead and just start. We're 10 minutes in. We can go ahead and start. Do you want to see the Prestige, the Katana V2, the... actually, did I put the Prestige up? I don't think I've put the Prestige up yet. We also have a Hydro RDA that we're doing.
Ooh, Hydro.
Yeah.
I almost bought one of those.
We have a Hydro out there today. No, I did not do the Prestige yet, so we'll wait on the Prestige. We're going to do it. But the Hydro, if you don't know, is a single-sided flavor RDA, 22 millimeters. It's pretty big time. Super popular. What's the Hydro look like? Let me find a photograph.
I feel like it had an integrated drip tip or a trim ring or something.
No.
No? There was something different about it when I went to buy it.
I mean, it kind of has a knurled bottom on. I guess it kind of looks like a integrated drip tip or integrated ring, but it's not. Let's see. Alright, hold on a second. I will flip us around here so you can see. This is the Hydro RDA. Right here. We have one available.
It's actually pretty sexy.
Yeah, it is actually really sexy. So, we have one of these available too. Right there. So you guys can see. Yes, that is Nick on the other feed. What's up, Ethan?
Ethan, I'm running your coils. You can tell because it sounds like popcorn.
This hydro does, I do not believe, has the clear cap. I will confirm that real quick, though. We are confirming right now. It just comes with the metal cap, but they make a lot of different caps for it, and they're easy to find.
It's made by the guys that do the Naked, right? And the Naked 75, the Electro Nude, whatever it's called.
I do believe so.
Evade mod.
Yeah, it's Evade.
That was the first high-end group that I ever joined.
I'm trying to think of that. I think the first high-end group I ever joined was MMM. Or
oh, really?
Sorry. No, sorry, MMV. For a Palm.
Hmm. I never did join that group.
It's a good group. This girl Miriam there runs it. She's really helpful. And they made some awesome stuff though too. So I've always been a fan of the Palm BFs.
Do they make anything besides the Palm BF?
They had one called the Squeezer, which was a non-squonk. And it was just like a squeeze trigger on it. What's really cool. It's all stabilized wood. Got a flavor.
They got a winner. They got a winner with the Palm BF. Yeah.
Well, they just released the Palm BF V2, which is the 75C 18650 version, and then there's the Palm Plus, which is the 20 at 700, that 75C version. Is the influencer? What do you guys want to see first? I've got them ready to go, so we can drop them whenever you're ready.
Hello, David, my son. Lurking in the chat.
I am drinking rum and coke tonight. Still got half a bottle or so of Johnny Walker Blue and about half a bottle of Angel's Envy. And I've got another bottle of Doers coming soon. But I'm on the cheapo rum and coke tonight. Let's do the V2. Alright. Do the V2. I'm sure he would trade you that. We asked if he got a Skyfall today. He heard he can trade it for mustache rides.
You bet. One ride.
Yeah,
one really long ride.
Yeah, only one ride. Yeah, Braden won't be here. He's driving. So. Jimmy didn't have this bit. Alright, well, you guys asked for it. You wanted the V2. Let's say at 8. Let's go for 8:19. 8:19 Central Standard Time. I will drop the V2 Katana. Yeah, he's moving from like, I want to say South Carolina to Washington or something along those lines. Ray Lawn, how you doing, buddy? We are about to drop the Katana V2 in the group. And then
I got to pull up the YouTubes on the phone so I can actually see chat.
Yep, he's joining you, Aaron, over on this side of the country. Yep, he's on a long ways. What's up, Bill Marsh? No worries, I'm being late. We're here pretty much all night. Alright, guys, about another 30 seconds and I'll be dropping it in the group. And then, just so you know, at 9 o'clock I will be doing a randomizer list for an El Diablo. I'm going to leave it open for an hour. It'll just be a Google Doc. You'll fill your name out, and there you go.
Stop.
Payment is due tonight, though. Alright, guys. I have dropped the Katana V2 in group. Four spots gone already. 5, 6, 7 gone. Four left. 4 spots left. Yep, we were off on a V2. 2 spots left.
I saw you finally join Facebook, brother. I didn't think that ever happened.
Mr. Malik, payment will be full payment will be due. I already have everything in house to build it, so it will be a quick turnaround. The Katana V2 is 11.15, but we only have 1 spot remaining. Katana was $11.50 a spot. Opal, remind me of your comment in a second. I have to close this waffle. It is closed. So the randomizer, the way to work is the document will go up at 9 o'clock. You'll have 1 hour to fill out the Google Doc. And then at the end of the document, I will put all the names in the randomizer, and the top name will win an El Diablo for 160.
Cheap for what you're getting.
Very cheap. Alright, guys, I need to fill out the list. So, give me a few minutes. Keep an eye on chat for me. Victoria's here watching the chat for me. So I am currently filling it out. on once random.
Is there a fee for the randomizer like the waffles, or is it whoever gets the pig gets them all?
Whoever wins pays and they get the mod. There's no fee for entering the randomizer.
El Diablo for me. What's going on, Ray? Doing good. How about yourself? Just trying to get a little pre-game work done for next weekend so that I don't get killed.
He said things, and then someone else said that
Yeah, I agree, Joe. I mean, to answer the question directly, 75C or El Diablo, for me, I'm not a regulated guy. I don't really care for them. So the El Diablo, hands down the winner. Plus, for MOSFET, the thing hits just like a mech. And since I love mech and the MOSFET hits like a mech, you can't really tell the difference unless you crack it open. Other than the clicky button. It's also a pro of the El Diablo. The size, it's tiny.
Clicky button.
Feels good in hand. Looks sexy. And it was made by our one and only Dane Johnson.
Sure was.
Dane Big Balls Johnson.
First, my battery's dead. In a restaurant, can't hear anything. You will not notice a difference between the this El Diablo and a mech, though.
I agree.
Hits hard. It is very satisfying, Aaron. Very satisfying. Thank you, Osama. Dane 40-ounce Johnson. No more 40s. I suggest anywhere from a point... I mean, I recommend just period on a single coil. I always go between a 0.2 and a 0.335. You can fire this one all the way down to a 0.07. Don't do that, though. No 18650 can handle that. This is a 0.19 in here right now. Dual coil. So, it's quite good. Alright, guys, let me check the payments. Let me check those payments real quick. Yes, the El Diablo is an 18650. The whole point of the El Diablo was to be as small as possible. So, it is the smallest mod I own.
Mission accomplished, I'd say.
Yep. I think I'm missing one payment right now. Make me figure out who it is.
I appreciate that, Aaron. We actually like that the group's grown pretty organically. We haven't really pushed or reached out to any of the other large we're friends and accepted members groups. I think you know what I'm talking about. We want people that like the mods and like what we do and want to be a part of it, not just somebody wanting to be a part of all the groups that they can. A collector of groups, so to say.
I run a VTC 5A in mine, and it lasts like half the day, a little bit more than half the day. But I also chain vape, so.
Hey Philly, I got your DIY box in, so I'll be shipping that out Monday. I can't remember if you're the one that ordered contacts or not, but if you did, they're already built with the strike plate, so they'll be ready to go too.
Sorry guys, I'm just confirming payments. What's up, Blake? Just waiting on one more. He's about to pay, so we will run this really soon.
No Awnies and no Raptures tonight, Osama. Might be an Awnie or two next weekend. I ordered quite a few extra with the list just for Saturday nights, but they kind of got snapped up.
I have not tried the Rebirth RTA. The only RTAs I use right now are the Project-Ets. I have an RDTA, which is the Narta that I use, and the Pawn, but no RTAs.
Speaking of RDTAs, I'm super excited about the Haku. I don't know what the name of it is, and the Wicket.
Let me confirm one more payment, and Gary, I will get to your question, and Opals, I'll get to yours in a second too. I'm just looking for one more. All right, so Gary, you enter for the El Diablo at 9 o'clock. A document will post automatically into the group. It'll be open for 1 hour. You just fill out the information. We'll run it through a randomizer, and the top name will get an El Diablo. There will also be an El Diablo raffle at some point tonight. And to enter that one, you just got to be in our group. What's on my El Diablo right now is an M-Addy from MEB Mods. But if you want to look for size reference, I think most people here probably own an Oni. So there is the size reference to an Oni. Right there. Side by side.
Elaine and Richard in the house.
Right there. So, I could put it next to, see what's a popular mod. How about like a cycloid? Next to a cycloid? Smaller than a cycloid? Yeah, well, the katana, I only use the 18 Sits 50 editions of the katana. But there is the 18 Sits 50 edition of the katana.
What are we comparing? I've got a 21-700 katana here.
Well, it's the El Diablo.
Yeah. Diablo 2.
Opals, if it's a 24 wheel overhang. It is, again, as small as possible.
We're picking this up.
What's up, Shane? Who's the guy got to blow to get into peasant auto groups? Yeah, Aaron, peasant is not taking people in right now. I've tried to add Osama before, and he won't get added. The auto group, you have to follow their page, and they will open once in a blue moon. I got in. They put a timer up, and the first 50 people to request to join their group got in. I actually also hit on the very first Twitch strike from them too. So my Aqua will be in the mail very soon.
Are you excited about it?
I am. I'm looking forward to that one a lot.
I've never heard about it until you said something. So I'm guessing it's super rare, but usually even if something's rare and it's good, it still gets splattered everywhere.
Well, considering there are, I believe at this point, less than 100 of them out there.
Oh, wow.
And they've been making them for like 8 months. It's pretty crazy.
8 months and only 100?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Oh, you went into small mode again. We made Nick bigger. There we go.
That's what she said.
Yep. Alright, guys. Payments are good. So, we will run this in a minute. Yeah, they're great, fictitious. Armor is a 2-vouch system to get into Armor, Aaron, and you can only vouch in someone if you've been in there more than 3 months, and you can only vouch in, I think, 1 person a month. FC is Sean McClane.
Sean McClane. Yes, he's from Die Hard.
Whatever. Alright, guys. We'll go ahead and run this. Let me get my comments around here. I will run this on verified random, so if you're not able to listen, you will get to check where you land on the list.
Good luck, players.
Yeah, Chad Kroger is Blake. That's what I always joke about. Just because he has that beautiful long hair like Chad Kroger. Hold on, guys. I'm still getting it set up, and then we'll run this.
This is the first V2 to be released.
This is the very first V2. Alright, guys. Here we go.
Arrived today.
Alright, guys. We got 11 names, starting with Kenny, ending with Aaron. Copy this over. Go to run a giveaway. Katana V2. 3 total rounds. Starting with Kenny, ending with Aaron. 11 total names. It is 8:35, 37 seconds. 8:35, 39 seconds on the giveaway. First on third will take it home. Joseph to Ray. That's round. Kenny to Aaron. 8:35, 49. 8:35, 52. And the winner is Robert Wakefield, spot number 3. Congratulations, Robert.
Yep, congratulations, Robert.
It's a nice win right there. Let me go ahead and post this in the group. Spot number 3. Awesome. Hey, don't hit those quick pits, Robert. Got to screencast that. Screencast it. Hopefully you have a smart TV. What do you guys want to see next? The Hydro I won't do the El Diablo yet, so I guess the Hydro would be the next one to run. Sean, you're not even in this. Alright guys, remember at 9 o'clock the randomizer list for the El Diablo is going to pop up in the group. I'm going to go ahead and leave it open for 1 hour. Yeah, if you screencast it, and then you can go ahead and play on your phone to make sure you make the waffles. That's right, we do have a Black Jenna as well available. Yep, 9 o'clock Central Standard Time. Probably. The Black Jenna. Osama, we may hold on your Black Jenna until next week, just so we have more stuff to do. Because I did not hit on the Monarchy V2 list, and I did not hit on the M. Addy Ultimate Edition list either. But we also do have an El Diablo that we'll waffle tonight. I plan on waffling it after the randomizer. So if you didn't win, you can pick one up there. It'll probably be how we close out the night. We'll be with an El Diablo waffle. Chris St. Clair is in the house.
What's up, Chris?
How you doing, brother? Never heard of the Hydro? It's a quite a rare one too. It's a very limited group. You kind of had to be in Mighty's Mod Mart and get into the group. And they did very limited releases of them. I don't want to compare it to anything, but if you were to compare it, it's very much like a Wicked. Or a Day One, something like that. How are those mesh wits treating you, Chris St. Clair, and that vented plug? Hydro is a single. Yep, made by Evade Mods. Isn't it mesmerizing watching Nick build contacts?
Mesmerizes me.
Sean, so the El Diablo randomizer will be a list that will drop in the group in about 20 minutes. It'll be a doodle doc. I'll leave it open for an hour. First on the third will win the ability to buy the El Diablo. I'm glad it's awesome, Chris. Yeah, it makes the world of difference using mesh wicks on the pawn, and the vented plug makes it great. Aaron, he will shape those for you. He'll make the contacts if you order the contacts.
For what?
Katana.
Yeah.
Yeah, pawns
No
are
problems.
great. I've been trying to pick up a second one for a while now, but they're hard to get. I got a second one, and gave it to a good friend, who gave it to another
Oh, here we
friend.
go. Here we go.
He loved the Addy, hated the tube.
It was offered back, Dane.
I know. I was going to take it back. I don't need a second one. I mean, one pawn's good enough. So the way it works is you take mesh and you roll it up. You get stainless steel mesh, and you can barely see it in there, but they're in there. You roll them into these tubes, and then you drop the tubes down in the wick holes. And then when you wick it, you just wick right over the top of the tube. So you just bend the wicks down so it touches those stainless steel mesh. The stainless steel mesh will wick up all your juice out of the tank and will feed it to the wicks, and it feeds very quickly.
Literally the only way to do an RTA.
It's by far the best way. I also have it in my Narta, same way. You can probably see it clearer there. Those black tubes are stainless steel mesh. I do get my hands on most things. I'm in like 300 plus groups and I play it a lot. So, but I did not win the M-Addy drop yesterday, and I did not win on the Monarch V2. I tried both of them. But I'm hoping to get the Monarch V2 soon. Ultim cap for the Hussar V1. Never Normal might still have some. Unfortunately, the Hussar V1 hasn't been made in a while. You may want to message Dylan Griggs, and he may be able to hook you up with an Ultim cap for the Hussar V1. I have a Delrin cap for mine, but I do not have an Ultim. Just so you guys know, Chris St. Clair posted in the group the way the mesh works. So, if you want to check that out, it's right there.
Oh, Aaron, I just saw your contact. You asked if I shaped the contacts for you. Yeah, they're done. They'll be shipping out to you on Monday.
Yeah, Richard, they may. That's a good place to look, is in the clearance section of Never Normal. Speaking of Never Normal, there's the full Ultim sleeve for the pawn. This is the 650 version of the pawn.
That's sexy.
Yeah, it looks really good. Protects it a little
Yeah,
bit.
you're welcome, Aaron. That's what, there's like 3 different versions on the site that you can do, just like basically 6-inch piece strip, right? With either a 10 mil or 12 mil hole cut, or for the katana. And the ones when you order for the katana come built, ready to install and go.
Yeah, Ethan, I think everybody's going to try to get the WIT RDTA, to be honest with you. I know I am.
Oh, hell
I know
yeah.
Nick is. So, we're going to be all over that WIT RDTA, for sure. I know,
That's one of 2 addies that I'm excited about.
what's the other one?
The Haku RDTA.
Oh, yeah, both of them, for sure. They both look amazing. Although, I will say, on the Haku, yeah, Narya, I'm always trying for Narya products. That's always coming. The thing with the Haku is the first one that was shown, the glass was significantly smaller than it should have been, I think. You're going to pass on the WIT RDTA?
Well, I think he passed on a Wicked, so...
Yeah.
Neither Sean nor we were filling the Wicked.
Gotcha. That's awesome.
Yeah, that is cool, Aaron. Or Ethan. The way they keep it interchangeable.
Yeah, they kept that you can use the ones that you have for, if you bought them for the RDA.
Yeah.
That's going to be sweet.
Shit like that makes me really appreciate the guys behind it, like RJ. I mean, he just seems like a legit cool guy.
Yeah.
It makes me want to support him just because of how awesome he is.
The Panda.
Yeah, I kind of like how he came out all secret like that, like disguised so nobody knew who the creator actually was.
Yeah. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and drop the Hydro real quick. before the El Diablo list drops. Yeah, Victor from Vulcan is really cool. Victor did a lot of cool things for me. I had a little problem with my voyeur, and sent it back to him, and he's pimping it out right now. So, engraved body, engraved tube, and then sent it back to me. But I really like Victor for sure. Braden! How's the drive, buddy?
What's up, Braden?
Alright, guys. I'm going to drop the hydro real quick in the group. So, you're a few seconds behind. So, start refreshing if you want the hydro. We're going to do the hydro before the El Diablo list goes down. Alright, hydro is posted, guys. Aaron taking the freebie. Joseph coming in. Zachary coming in. Switching up your numbers, Aaron. I see that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 4 spots left, guys, for the hydro.
Dane, can you type me in?
Add you in? You want the hydro?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take a spot if there's available. Random on the number.
Alright. We got 2 spots left, guys. Elaine, I will get to that in 1 second, let you know. It's very simple. Woohoo! Dropping mods. Very simple. So the way it'll work is at 9 o'clock I will drop a Google Doc, and the Google Doc will be up for 1 hour. You basically put in your name and your PayPal address, hit enter, and then at the end of it, I will run the list right here on live. Whoever's at the top gets to buy the El Diablo. Later, Braden. Sean's in.
You in that already?
Yeah, I'm sure he's tired after 600 miles today.
No excuses.
The Wit
I can't imagine that, though.
Doesn't have an announced release date. I do not believe yet.
Knowing them, it won't. It'd just, like, be there.
Yeah, it'll just be all of a sudden one day they'll be available. We got 1 spot left, guys, for the hydro.
And in the frenzy.
It's hard to build contacts with murder gloves on air.
Oh, I can put them on for him. I've got a fresh set.
Fresh set of murder gloves.
I get them from my boy Lakeside Murderer.
We are good to post payments. Opals. It didn't close so fast that I couldn't stop it. That was what happened a few times. Alright, guys, I'm going to go ahead and make this list. Go ahead and stare at Nick making contacts. I know it's mesmerizing. And I will make the list.
Pay attention, DIY people. If you want to...
He's showing you secrets right now.
OG Katana. Same principle. Yeah, I don't know how much secret there is to bending metal.
Hey.
Make a line, put it in something, make it square, and press on it.
My dogs are going crazy in the other room. I swear they are completely calm until we go in here and go on live. And then they think it's time to play.
They miss you.
Oh, I spent all day with them. Our vision.
You know, I could definitely do a wiener on a mod now. I'll show some stuff that I've been playing with. Oh, if I can find it. So this one, I don't know how well you're gonna be able to see. Let's see if we get it down here. This one turned out, I think, really cool. It's the skull and roses on the black mod that I lasered, and it shows the white, and then you re-dye it red, and then everything that was lasered away becomes red for that two-tone. And then I hit it. This is old, by the way. This is a very first prototype of the Dragon mod when we first started. So box was super old, super dried out. I hit it with some coconut oil to bring a little life back into it. But it turned out really cool, I think. And on the front, I did the skull and roses, but I inverted the picture so it burned the skulls white and then left the grayish brown from old left. And then it, I don't know, I really like it. So I think it's going to work out pretty well.
Yeah, that looks amazing.
I've been playing with some designs. To put on bottles and to put on the mods. And I think everybody in the group saw the burn test where I was doing speed. So 100 millimeter, 150, 200, 250, 300 millimeters a second, 10% power, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60% power. And that kind of showed me that 300 millimeter per second at 40% power gave me the cleanest finish on the engraving in one pass. And then I also tried something that I think might work pretty cool. What I did is I took an already dyed door and I ran a full scan across it so that it basically engraved the entire top layer off. And what that did is it gave it a really nice finish that's almost, I don't know how to say it. It's not completely smooth, but it's very smooth, and then it gives it a little bit of a gloss to it. So I'm going to hit that with some dye again and see how it takes. And I think when I did it, I had the laser focus too narrow, so I had it almost to a cutting beam size. And it took all that top layer off, even at low power and pretty fast speed. I think I can raise the beam up, and when you raise it away, the beam focuses right. It comes like a triangle. So if I raise the beam, that triangle will get wider, and it reduces the power that hits at the same power on the laser. And I think I can get it to just skim it and give it a nice finish on the entire mod. Just another way to finish it. If that makes sense.
We're just waiting on Gary R. Vinson right now.
I had some other stuff. So this got a little away from me. It was like just a door that I kept working with. But it's supposed, I don't know what the hell it's supposed to be anymore. But it created a texture pattern in it that's actually pretty cool when you're close. You just can't tell what it was supposed to be. Now it's just like random texture. And that turned out neat. And of course, you saw that. That's one of the original prototypes. That's prototype number 1 of the Katana 18650. Burning that layer off to see how clean I could get. That's doing a scan where it engraves, scans across, and then comes back and it cuts each one to give it a more sharp image. Yeah, I had other stuff, but I can't find it. I might have thrown it away.
Just a reminder, everyone, that if you do pay with goods and services, you need to add like 4% or 5% to it in order to equate out. I know some countries and some places don't allow for friends and family, but if you're playing in our waffles, it is a friends and family no notes situation. Just so you know. I'll take it this one time, but just keep in mind that if you're not paying friends and family, you need to add 5%. Guys, if you had any questions for me, go ahead and repost. Chris Rogers in the house.
What's up, Chris? Ken, what are you talking about with why does the curve have to be on the other side? Explain. I don't know how to answer that without knowing what you're talking about.
Zach, I'm not sure if Nick will engrave an El Diablo yet. He's just practicing.
Oh, I'll burn it. I'll put marks all over it. I just don't know if it'll turn out any good.
Chris St. Clair, I'm not sure, man. I'm not exactly sure how you do that. Alright, guys, weird payments are good. So let me get set up here real quick, and we'll go ahead and run for the hydro. Just so you know, in 2 minutes, the list will drop for the El Diablo in the group. It is a randomizer.
Yeah, I'll put a flaccid penis on there for you. That's not a problem. I can even make it scratch and sniff.
Famunda cheese. Alright, guys, let me flip this around. Let's go ahead and run this hydro before the El Diablo list drops. Alright, we have 11 names, starting with Sean, ending with Richard. We'll go ahead and copy that list over to a verified random. Hydro RDA, 3 total rounds. 11 total names, starting with Sean, ending with Richard. It is 9 o'clock on the money. Good luck, everyone. First round, Sean on the top, Richard on the bottom. Second round, Richard on the top, Richard on the bottom. 9, 12. Well, 9 o'clock, 12 seconds. 9 o'clock, 15 seconds. And the winner is Joseph Hollis with spot number 9. Congratulations, Joseph.
Congrats.
Awesome win right there. Go ahead and
You
send
got it, Sean. It's magma flavored.
Go ahead and send me your address, and I will forward it on. What number was that? Number 9. Spot number 9. Sean, I tried for you, buddy, but nothing I could do about it. Oh, Sean needs a win. Alright, guys, the El Diablo randomizer is posted in the group right now.
Can we fill it out multiple times?
No, please don't do that. I believe I have it set so you have to log in, so you can only do it once. Well, Sean, there is a randomizer right now for an El Diablo in the group. Yeah, man, Aaron, that's amazing. That was a what, RRP 30 or something like that. Done on the randomizer. Yep, I got you in there, Brandon. Right now, you got a 50-50 chance. I didn't specify new owners, Joseph. If you want to join, you can. We're going to go ahead and leave it open for an hour. And then I will close it. And we will run it right here. And then we will do a El Diablo waffle. So if you don't win on the randomizer, you can win on the waffle. And then I think that'll be the end of the stream tonight. It'll be a pretty short stream for us.
Unless you guys just want to bullshit.
Yeah, if you just want to bullshit, we can bullshit.
I had a shitty week this week, so I'm ready to do something not shitty.
It is just one, Brandon. Well, if you want to bullshit, Aaron, just throw some topics out at us.
Tell Aaron to jump in.
I can set it up for a third. Alright, guys, there's only 7 people right now in the randomizer. That's pretty good odds. Who cares if you're tipsy? What do you think I've been doing?
So, this isn't mod related, but it's kind of interesting related. We have a client that I deal with quite a bit who is into, let's say he makes firearms. He makes firearms. Anyway, he right now subs all his marking out to a vendor in St. Louis, and he continually has problems with them keeping up with his demand because, of course, you know, they're a fairly large company and they have many clients, and he's kind of like a small fish to them, even though he's fairly large in his own right. But I was talking to him about the laser this week, and he wants to see examples of what I can do, and I might be able to pick up all his work.
That'd be cool.
So that would be engraving stocks, PMags,
Nice.
divorced receivers, barrels. So I'd have to invest pretty quickly in a fiber laser for the barrels. And then use the CO2 for the stocks and stuff. So it might be kind of fun because I am a firearm nut.
So we got asked, what's your all-day vape? Nick has one. That's all he ever vapes. Is Cookie Crunch.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
I just say it's like it's a thing. You want a top 5. So Nick's would be Cookie
Look,
Crunch, Cookie Crunch,
Here's what I did, Dane.
Cookie Crunch, Cookie
So-
Crunch, Cookie Crunch.
You guys were talking about juice and stuff. Somebody mentioned the guerrilla warfare, so I got some of that to try.
Yeah.
Then when you ordered that slurp,
Yeah.
instead of just getting what you wanted, I ordered an extra bottle so I could try it.
Yeah.
And then you got the killer custard, so I ordered an extra bottle of that so I could try. And Chris got the milk by the pound stuff, the strawberry and normal.
Mhm.
I got an extra bottle of each of those so I could try. So I'm going to try to branch out a little bit. I can't guarantee anything, but I'm going to try to branch out.
My top 5 are Yami Vapor Toronto, Vanilla Custard from JMA, Slurp by Breakfast, Cookie Butter by Pink, and probably Killer Custard are my favorites. Just all-day vapes. When you order a DIY katana, how long does it normally take? 2 to 3 weeks. I think that's right.
Yep. So when you order it, I order it the same day, and it usually takes 2 weeks to get to me. Ship. 2 weeks to ship to me, and then as soon as I get it, I ship it to you. So total time is going to probably be close to 3 weeks.
Brandon, we're not going to do the Black Jenna tonight. So the El Diablo Randomizer and the El Diablo Waffle will be the last 2 we're going to do tonight. Wedding Crasher by Sit Boy. Carrot Cake. That sounds interesting. I'm not going to say Killer Custard isn't overrated. It just happens to be one of my all-day vapes. Country Clouds and Sad Boy lines. Country Clouds is a good line. It's a little rough on cotton for me. And yeah, that Cookie Butter by Pink, the flavor is like phenomenal. I'm pretty sure they're mixing at like 25% flavor or something because it's real strong.
Best juice ever produced to me, right here.
That one's rough on cotton too.
It isn't though. I go a week plus on one build without changing cotton.
Yeah, but you also don't change cotton. You just throw out the coil.
Yes, that's true. I do. So I vape a week on a coil and cotton, and then I throw it all away and put a new coil and cotton in. It's the way I've done it since I started. I never found success in cleaning a coil. They always said to wash it under water and it's brand new. I call bullshit. I've never had that work.
I mean, I've used the same coil in the pond since I've got it. I've only put one in the Narda. Actually, been running the same coil in the M Addy for about 2 months now. Same coils.
How do you do it?
It tastes fine. I mean, I just heat mine up and brush it off with a like a wire brush.
I've never had luck. It always tastes like asshole after I do that. Maybe I should wash my hands first or something, but it's terrible every time.
Quit eating ass before you vape it.
I can never do that.
The Lemon Pudding Pie by Country Clouds. I am not a personal fan of that, Robert. I thought the lemon was too artificial tasting. If I'm gonna go for a lemon flavored one, I'm gonna go with like Mr. Meringue or something, or a Dinner Lady. I do love those. I have tried Vanilla Almond from Keep It 100. It's a good flavor too. Yeah, I agree, Robert. It has this like pine solly taste to it, to me. Your coils last months, Ethan. You're right. Yours do.
Ethan, your coils last a week for me because whether it's good or not, it gets thrown away, and I put a new one in.
Chris, the El Diablos will be sent out this week. If I owe you an El Diablo right now, they are currently on my counter drying. Ethan, I have tried your lemon tart. It is amazing. I do love it, and I will take a bottle. Or do you want me to just say I never tried it and you can send it to me? Because your lemon tart's great. Make me a 120.
I've never tried any of your juice, Ethan.
Yeah, you need to get something to Nick, for sure. Ripe Vapes VTC, not tobacco flavor. Robert, I mean, I'm not a tobacco flavor guy myself, but I actually have had a few tobaccos that were solid. They were tasty.
Don't let me break your heart. I do it with all coils. It doesn't matter who makes them. I give a coil a week, and then it gets changed. Just it's habit, I guess.
He does that with my coils too, Ethan. Don't worry.
Yes.
I'll build them.
That's why I buy so many at a time. Most people buy a set. Yeah, I buy 10 to 15 at a time.
Zad, my favorite dinner lady is just the lemon tart. But I will say, and I will put this out there, that Ethan's lemon tart is spot on to that flavor. It's great. If you haven't tried Ethan's juice, you need to. The golden Oreo cookie pudding from him, the peanut butter milkshake, the lemon tart, and I think I tried one other one from you. Were all amazing.
The Oreo cookie one sounds amazing, and the peanut butter shake sounds amazing.
You would like the golden Oreo cookie or pudding.
Is it the peanut butter one? Does it actually have the peanut butter flavor without tasting like candy?
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. It's
Nice.
it's like very much like a peanut butter milkshake, like a peanut butter, like hard ice cream milkshake.
Yeah, see, Ethan, we speak the same language. You can't be running old coils. You need to promote that, by the way. As a coil builder, you should tell people that they have to throw the coils away or they become noxious and poisonous.
I don't want to speak for him, Zach, but in general, yeah, you just PM him. Oh, good, Brandon. I can always make you more if you need more. It's Ethan.
Humble,
Yeah.
humble like the humble line and what is it called? The Havoc line by Humble Juice. That some of their juice is really good. Like if you like super sweet juice, but you get 3 days max on a coil, then you're done. I used to get the Humble Jackpot raspberry donut, I believe, raspberry glazed donut, and it was amazing. But I couldn't afford the coil upkeep.
Yeah, it is pretty bad. Buttermilk. I'm assuming buttermilk pie is the one you're talking about, Aaron. It's not bad. It had a little bit of a bitter aftertaste for me. Cam One Theater from Detroit. I've never tried that one, Nick. I'd say the best peanut butter one I've ever had was PB Moose by Coil Vapes, and they make it only on a small batch.
Have you ever tried a Golden Ticket?
Yeah.
And I used to love that stuff.
It tastes to me like, it's supposed to be chocolate milk. I get much more of a yoo-hoo out of it. Like
Yeah, me too.
more of
Definitely.
a watered down chocolate milk. But it wasn't bad. I did like it.
That was my all-day vape for a while, but that was back when it was, I think a 30 mil was $25
Yeah, I remember.
local, and it just murdered my pocket.
Yeah. It isn't worth that.
No.
Well, I mean, anything coming from Rip Trippers should be a coil killer, Richard. That should be a given.
That dude's so hardcore, he only vapes 0%.
Yep. And every tank is the best one he's tried yet.
Yes.
These sub-ohm tanks are just amazing.
I think what he's saying is the paycheck I just got for saying this is amazing is so amazing.
And the huge amount of meth I smoked before I went on YouTube.
He used to be pretty legit. I saw some of his old stuff. Like,
Yeah.
he seemed like just a super legit guy, and then I guess the money, it's like, oh, I can make a living out of this and a really good one. So
Yeah, he went from a legit reviewer back in like 2012 or so to being like just crazy. But he's got by
you got to
far the
admit
most YouTube
though,
followers.
it would be hard to pass up if somebody came and said, hey, tell everybody you love our product, and we'll give you 5,000 or 10,000, whatever they give me. And then you start getting a bunch of companies to say that. I don't know. I could say no. I'd probably sell out too.
Yeah, he's definitely a sellout. But he doesn't like he doesn't say he's a sellout, but he doesn't. I mean, everything's been is sponsored by kind of thing, but it is what it is. Yeah, Prohibition's peanut butter is amazing too. Their peanut butter custard I do love. I actually love everything from Prohibition, to be honest with you. I made a trip down to one of the expos here in Oklahoma just because Prohibition was there. So guys, so far we've got 14 responses in on the El Diablo. So odds aren't horrible.
How long you letting it ride?
I was gonna go an hour, but if we stall out, then I'll run it earlier. I didn't put an actual number in the doc.
Can you do that? Can you put a number for responses?
I can't put a number, but I can put an amount of time, like just written in.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Yeah,
that's a feature I don't know about.
I am
I
an
know
OT.
about it.
I am an OT.
And we don't hold it against him.
I mean, I wasn't born in Oklahoma, but I've been in Oklahoma a long time. I graduated from Oklahoma State University, and I currently work for Oklahoma State as an engineer. Thought about robbing it. I used to love Charlie's Chalk Dust. Their mustache milk was one of my all-day vapes like 2 years ago.
Mustache milk. Yeah.
You ever try it?
Did it taste salty?
No. It was like a mustache milk was like a it tasted to me like cereal milk from like
oh yeah.
Like what motor for? I don't know the name of the cereal. I can't think of it right now. Like Cinnamon Toast Crunch kind of cereal.
Oh, that's a good cereal.
Mm-hmm. It's great. Pachamama Fuji. Yeah, I've heard good things of that. I've not tried that one yet. I am not a huge fruit flavor person myself. But I do like occasional fruit flavors. I'm more of a dessert, custard kind of fan myself.
Every once in a while I'll break out a fruit flavor, but I usually go for Air Factory. They have a mystery that's, I guess it's just like a ton of berry jammed together. And I like that quite a bit.
Yeah.
When I want to change a pace. And on the El Diablo, I run Berry Rush, the Nick Salt version, and it's quite tasty. But it's not something that I can do it all day at work, but as soon as I get home, I want something new.
Yeah. I'm answering questions right now. Benjamin Morgan, I don't know if you're in the live right now. If you are, speak up and I will show you the mod up close. Yeah, he's running a mouth to lung RDA, and he's running a high ohm coil and on it.
Who's he? Me?
Yes.
Yeah. It's just a cheap RDA called I think it's a Berserker Mini. That's on right. On the El Diablo. This is actually one of my favorite setups, and I never thought I would like mouth along. But I don't do true mouth along. I do a very it'd be called loose mouth along, I guess. So it's got a little bit more air than true mouth along, but it's not direct lung by far.
And I don't run mouth to lung on anything. I mean, I have an Orion laying around here somewhere. That's not mouth to lung.
You know, the only reason that I continue to do is because I get a nick rush every time. So I can take 1 or 2 hits of that, I buzz, and then I'm good for like 20, 30 minutes without having to have another hit.
Nick getting high on his nicotine.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah, PB and Jesus is PB and jam, Aaron. I didn't like it personally. I tried it. A good suggestion for cookies and cream. Nick?
Cookie Crunch?
Yep. Cookie Crunch. I
don't think there's any cream in it, though. It literally tastes like Cookie Crunch. Best way I can describe it.
Yeah, the fried. I've tried the fried too. It was
dry, no milk.
The fried was pretty junky. It was really bad on coils. I know that. Well, 6 milligram salts might as well be freebase in my opinion. Ethan, I mean, I don't know how you feel about it, but I've vaped plenty of 3 milligram salts. I find I vape more often, although I do still chain vape. I vape in my office at work though, so
25 milligram or bust for me.
Yeah, I think that's what I have. I think I've got. I've got 30 milligram.
Ooh. Bob's your uncle.
Aaron, I've never been a fan of beard juice. The beard juices, personally, either.
Oh, they're horrible.
I didn't like them. I tried their cookie butter, and it tastes like a burnt cookie to me. I don't know.
I had a guy send me a whole bunch of beard juice because I helped him fix one of these RX200 conversions that he tried. So he sent me like 7 bottles full of beard juice, and it was disgusting.
Yeah.
Every bit of it.
Not a fan myself. Yeah, you're right, Ethan. I mean, from my understanding, nit salts are a more effective way of getting your nicotine, but it's out of your system quicker. So
that's why you need a lot of it.
Yeah, it's kind of a toss-up with me. Yeah, the burnt taste, Brandon, is not good with the cookies. I'm not a fan. It's one of the reasons I love that cookie butter by Pink. Is it's just like oatmeal cookie dough. I have not tried BMF.
Oh, oatmeal cookie dough, huh?
Yeah, it's really good. I almost had you grab me a bottle, honestly, but it's not cheap. It's made by what's the company? Begins with a P. It'll come to me.
Beard?
No. Man, I can't think of the name of it right now. It'll come to me. If BMF rocks, I would be down to try juice. I I'm sitting on probably 35 bottles of juice, so I'm always doing that. I love juice.
Who'd you say? BMM?
BMF.
BMF.
I've never heard of them before,
Me neither.
but
But-
I'm down to try.
I mean, I'm not one that really pursues juices.
Yep. I know you're not. I'll try them for you. Aaron, still in the very early planning stages. It is not going to be a quick one. It won't go out the door fast. So,
Must be talking about the RDA.
yep. Oh, Bad Motor Fogger. I've actually had them before. Okay, I've had their what is it, beer or something. I've had that before. It was good. It's sponsored by Air Factory. I think Nick wishes he was sponsored by Air Factory, to be honest with you.
I spend so much money with them. I buy 10 bottles at a time just because I go through it so much.
But yes, Zach, it is.
Honestly, there hasn't a juice by that company that I've tried that I disliked. Like, there's been a couple that I wouldn't vape all the time, but none of them I've been like, oh, this is terrible.
Propaganda, that's it. Propaganda e-liquids. Thank you, Ethan. That's who makes pink. Someone doodled it for me, I'm sure. Try Tropic Freeze. It's awful. What else do you ship at Air Factory? Actually, I've tried a few of theirs.
They got a new custard that's pretty good too, and I'm not a custard guy.
I love custard.
I'm telling you though, the mystery's really good. The berry rush is really good. Cookie Crunch, of course,
Are you talking
is
about
amazing.
Custard Crazy?
Yeah,
I'll have to try that one. I've tried their wild apple. I've tried their lemon glaze.
I've never done the lemon glaze, but I would never do a lemon flavor. I don't like lemon.
I like lemon. The blue raz is good from them too.
Yes, that's a good one.
So, those are the ones that I've tried that I'd recommend. I tried their crisp apple too. Wasn't a huge fan of it. But I've tried their mystery.
I like the mystery a lot.
The Humble Smash Mouth, is that the one I have? No, I've got Unicorn Treats by Humble, and I don't like it at all.
My wife liked the unicorn treats, but
I'll send you the bottle.
3 days. 3 days. Dead coil.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely disgusting on coils. I mean, like really disgusting on coils.
I'm pretty sure they do like 50% sucralose, and then they add like pure cane sugar on top of it.
I felt like there was sugar in it, like real sugar in it.
I wouldn't doubt it. The way it caramelizes, you have about 3 hours of awesome flavor. Then the coil caramelizes, and you get okay flavor. And then you got, like I said, max 3 days. It's trash.
Yeah, it is. But I'll send it to you if your wife likes it, because it's going in my dumpster. Otherwise,
Well, I got her moved over to Candy King, and I think she's having a little bit better luck with that.
which one on the Candy King?
Well, hold on, and I'll steal her bottle and tell you.
I don't know really what I don't like about it, Aaron, but I just don't like it.
So these are the flavors. I'm not sure. Oh, batch and strawberry watermelon bubble gum.
She likes like bubblegum flavors. Chew by Pink is also really good. Tastes like Big League Chew.
Oh wow, I'd probably like that.
And they're really heavy on their ratios, so like it's really strong flavor.
For you guys that do humble and whatever, you have to try Jackpot. Even if it's for 3 hours, try Jackpot. It's amazing.
How are we doing on the randomizer? Looks like we're stalling, guys, so we may close this early and just run it. Ooh, sliding into those DMs, Brandon. Ethan's asking you for it. It's time to refill the pawn. If you guys haven't tried the Yami Vapor Taruto, or what is it? Taruto. Taruto. This stuff's amazing. Ethan, if you could make this juice, I'd be all over it. Now feeling the blue slushy? Because that blue slushy is spot on to a blue slushy, Aaron.
Well, you might not like blue slushy in real life.
Yeah. Yeah, pick up a bottle, Ethan. If maybe I'll send you a bottle. I don't think I ordered any this time around, though.
No, by the way, your juice did come in today, so I'll be shipping that out Monday.
All right. Yep. So it's an egg tart. Very custardy. It's just delicious. Awesome, Ethan. Speaking of that, how are you liking the Armor S? How does it compare to the Armor 2 in your opinion? Aaron, I believe a blue slushy is kind of bland to begin with, honestly, like when you buy a blue slushy. But
Until it gets juicy.
yeah, until it's like all liquid. So, I mean, I'm not a huge blue slushy fan, but it is spot on to me to a blue slushy. Kristen, you need to pick up a bottle of this Yami Vapor. I mean, I got turned on to it by one of the admins in another group, and I've probably gone through 5 or 6 bottles. All right, guys, you want me to run this? We're at 18 responses. Let me put a warning.
Man, that'd be a full list, brother.
Yeah. I'll close it in 5 minutes. I got the Altum sleeve for the 650 from Never Normal. Josh, if you're looking for a great vanilla custard, JMA. JMA vanilla custard.
Wonderful custard.
Absolutely wonderful. He only does limited releases, though.
Does he do anything else other than the juice?
Cotton. That's it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Joey's Cotton.
Is it homegrown, or is he buying it from somebody and relabeling?
That is a really good question. To me, it looks very much like Movation, but with all the strands in the same direction. So, not really sure. Not super fond of the way the cap looks, but it vapes awesome. Easy in the 2.0 to light up the airflow. Yeah, I agree, Ethan. I wasn't a huge fan of the bottle cap look, but it did vape really well.
Yeah, I agree too. The cap does leave something to be desired.
I think it'll look better because he's releasing plates, top and bottom plates, for the armor mech to match it, and I think that would look kind of cool.
Yeah, I agree. That would look nice.
I don't know, Brandon. I mean, it's the same 510. I mean, same contacts. So I'm not sure. Osama, I agree. Certain Addies definitely do better with certain flavors, for sure.
Yeah, I don't know why that would be, because the length of... I'm trying to find... For the Rapture versus Ani on the way they hit. I'll show you an older contact. Let me clean it because it's dirty.
Aaron,
I preach maintenance, I just never do it.
I am looking into it, by the way, Aaron. You're not the first person to recommend that to me. So yeah, I'm looking into it.
Here's the difference between an Animaru and a Rapture contact. They are almost the same physical size other than width, right? So these are a 1/2 inch and these are 5/8 inch. But as far as travel to the 510 pin, they're nearly identical. And the same with the top plate. I think I got one handy. Yeah, I got a top plate handy. So top contact for the Rapture, 1/2 inch. So that, well, I mean, that might be your only difference, about 1/4 inch. Longer path. But I don't see how that would be noticeable. That we're talking almost unmeasurable resistance.
The only thing that you could potentially need to clean, Brandon, would be, at that point, would be potentially where the fire bar touches the Reset 510. Make sure that that's nice and clean.
Yeah, if you get juice, and this is fair warning to everyone who has a Reset 510 or even an SVF in another mod, silver on silver with juice in between and electricity flowing through it equals instant corrosion. And it's not corrosion that will ultimately destroy it forever. It's just corrosion that needs to be cleaned off. And it will dimple, I guess I would say. Pit? Yeah, pit. It will pit your silver contact, but because these aren't silver plated and they're full silver through and through, it doesn't actually damage it. It puts a little pin in it. If anything, it actually forms better to the contact because it burns itself in. I had it happen on this when I got juice on the contact. And it's not something that like just starts sizzling on you, although I guess it could auto fire if the juice somehow conducted electricity, but you'll start seeing like a black residue build up on it, and you know that you got juice on your 510. It needs to be pulled out and cleaned. And then what I do is I get these scuff pads. They're probably equivalent to a 400 grit sandpaper, but they're easy and they last forever to use. And then you can just literally just rub that out until it's shiny again, and you're as good as new.
Rub it out.
Yeah, rub it out. Make it shine like the head of your penis, and you'll be fine.
All right, guys, I have closed the list for the El Diablo. So we will go ahead and run it. There is a total of 19 entries. We will give away one. I have one additional one after this. Not sure how I'm going to release it yet. But with my current workload and the current ones I have to finish, 2 tonight is all that I'm going to be doing. Let me get set up for it.
I think whenever I get really good with the laser, I'm going to make a special mod for Braden that's nothing more than my upper lip and mustache.
I still think you should do the a whole ditch swarm.
All right, I'll work on it tomorrow.
Ditch swarm.
Well, Phil is the guy that they got the box with the flying fuck that's basically a dick and balls with wings. Maybe I'll do a swarm of those because that would make kind of sense.
All right, guys, you want to see who won? And then we're going to do a waffle for another El Diablo. So after that, we'll be done for waffles tonight.
Did we already? Yeah, you did both Addies, didn't you?
Only one. Did the hydro. We did say ditch swarm, Jimmy. Want a chode swarm?
Chode swarm.
Chode. Alright, guys, let me switch it around and we'll run it real quick. Alright, everyone, here is the list. We start with Elijah, run down to Richard. We will copy, go to random, verified random, Elijah at the top, Richard at the bottom, 19 entries, 944. 944. First on third will win the El Diablo. Second round. And for the win. 944. Bill Marsh. Congratulations, Bill Marsh. You win it. I have your PayPal address, but PM me here in a little while, as soon as we get off live. And I will send you the form to fill out for the options you want. And we will get it to you. It'll still take
Venus
me...
worked just that fine, Aaron. Aaron was saying that there were certain words that wouldn't show up in chat, and then he said penis is one of them. It popped right through.
I do not have the not safe for work filter on, so
26650 version of the chode. I don't think it's a chode anymore when it's that large.
That's a
I think it's called the porn star.
That's definitely the Lexington Steel version. Congratulations, Bill. Like I said, PM me afterwards, and we'll get payment taken care of. And you'll get your options. Your options will be black body or red, like a blood red. Body and back door, a black or blood red front door, and then you'll get the option of a black, a clear, or a blue teal button. And I do have examples of all of those.
Blood red back door is the color you want.
It's pretty awesome looking. The only one that's ordered one so far was Ray, and it looks awesome. The Magnum, the 26550 version. I like it. Alright, guys, you want an El Diablo waffle? We'll run one more. Black and red.
Black and red, Bill.
So
But you got to get the red back door.
So yeah, we'll talk, Bill. Right now, my options for you is the body and the back door are the same color. The front panel is a different color. If you want the blood red body with a black front door, looks pretty badass. If you want a different color combo, we can talk. But those are the two options, and it really matches that El Diablo theme. Very much matches that theme.
Right. Oh, shit. I still got all those.
All right, guys. Let's go for $9.49. You got to specify, Bill, you want the red front panel door or the red back?
Ethan's got it.
Yeah, I know he got it. But, again, I'm going to have a Google Doc for you to fill out. So, there'll be a document for you to fill out for it. But we do have an El Diablo waffle coming here in about 30 seconds. I will drop it. So be prepared, guys. You can put an "It's all" if you were the first one to write it. You can outright buy it. Awesome, Bill. Yeah, we'll talk about it. I won't get to dine it until tomorrow anyway, so. It is not specified as a non-owner. You can, if you're an owner, you can enter. I will be doing a non-owner list very soon. Very soon, actually.
Snap, crackle, pie. Did I already do these?
We have 2 left. Oh, it closed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Closed to Kenny.
By the way, if you haven't checked it out yet, Pal 702 did a review on the Animaru.
Yes, definitely check it out.
So if you want to see it up close and flipped around and taken apart and all that good jazz, he does a pretty good job of showing what's up. Plus, he's just a good guy. Like, super genuinely good guy. So, like and subscribe and all that jazz, if you would.
Alright, guys, I am making the list, so just hold on a minute. Do not submit payment until the list is up.
Oh, I'm glad you like it, Aaron. Just got to knock the burrs off so she don't catch the battery wrap and rip it. And by the way, this is my least favorite part of putting these together. So I'm glad I could share it with everyone else.
4, 8, 11. Arrow bird with a random. Zachary Opal with 2 6.
I like that, Ken. By the way, Ken, you never answered me earlier, or at least I'd missed it. You were talking about something that didn't feel right with the squonk bottle on the opposite side of the round. I was just curious what you were talking about. Braden, that is the truth. You should have seen my desk today. It was a mountain of paperwork, and I wanted to be filing contacts. And now that I'm filing contacts, I want to be filing papers.
Guys, I'm working on it. Some of you guys put duplicate numbers. Okay. Working on it, guys. Working on it. Chris, I've updated the list. Number 6 was taken.
The curve on a Nighthawk is opposite. Yeah, okay, so it is. And if I remember, it was because that's back when I finger fired. So like this, right? And that curve wrapped in the palm of your hand. And then I squonk with my thumb no matter what. I just bring my thumb down and banger-anger. So that's why the curve on a Nighthawk is the way it is. Now, I vape like this. I'm a thumb fire. So everything I vape is just like that. So I think the curve is going to be subjective on how you vape. I haven't actually used the Nighthawk in, well, since the first one. I've got a Dragon, though, that is similar in design and a signature. So you're talking this curve right here and the squonk being in there. That's because it was initially designed to be operated like that. That's what the thinking was. Because when you have that hard edge right here, it gets uncomfortable in the palm of your hand. I wanted it to be comfortable. But now, it doesn't matter the way that I hold them now. It can be completely rectangle, and it's just as comfortable because you know what I mean? So, I'm not sure how you were holding it that it, oh yeah, you thumb fire and index. So like this? Like which one's your index? This? What the hell's the index finger? It's been a long time since I was in kindergarten. Okay.
Really?
Yeah, so that's weird to me. I would never, even if the squonk hole was here, I would never do that. Even when I thumb fire, I just flip the box and, you know what I mean? That's, yeah, you're weird, Ken.
I need this finger fire on it, mine.
Now, okay, so on the El Diablo, this is me all day long right here. and I keep that pinky up.
Oh, it's classy.
Yeah, so it's like
She's a classy bitch.
just like that, and just a little squeeze, and you get the, and then thumb squonk. Boom, perfect. That to me is a perfect design. But if I was like this, then I could still reach back with my ring finger and grab it, but I wouldn't. I'd still spin it and then spin it back.
Mhm.
I squonk. I'm a thumb squonker. Just like on the Rapture, it fits perfect like this for a finger fire, but I still hold it like that in thumb fire, and then I squonk with both fingers, the thumb and the year number one. I squeeze it together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, vape it upside down. One digit to rule them all. A lot of times when I'm doing stuff and designing things, I don't think about how other people vape. But it's like, well, I like it. Will it be comfortable for me? And if it is, I'm like, good to go. And then we get people like Ken, who's got legit criticism, and then I make a change to fit their style as well sometimes. And I will probably, well, no, not on a Nighthawk. The V2's coming out. It is what it is. But I'm going to make what I'm going to call the basic bitch box, which is just a rectangle. No curves, no nothing. Something that would be easy to machine. Because eventually we'd like to come out with an Ultimate Delrin box.
Better flavor upside down, like where you pour juice in your mouth. Is that like that?
Hey, that's not a terrible idea, actually. I love a coil that spits hot magma in my mouth, so
It's not
why
bad,
not
Jimmy.
flip it upside down?
I may do that from now on. What build am I running? On my M Addy, I've got 29 gauge 3-core aliens nichrome. Normally on my single coil Addies, I run dual core 26 gauge nichrome 80 wrapped in 45 wraps on either a 2.5 or 3mm bit. Ethan, I mean, most of our mods can accommodate either, but I don't think that's really in our future right now. I mean, so
Here, I'll answer that one. No.
So for the El Diablo, when it's in my left hand, I thumb fire and index or middle finger squonk. So squonk middle
Look,
finger.
BMM devices are awesome, and I had one, but I bought a left-hand device because I thought it felt better in my right hand, and I'm a right-hander. And all that to say is, just because you think that someone will vape a certain way, doesn't mean they will.
It's true. I know I designed mine based on how I wanted it to be in my hand. But once you get used to it, it's comfortable.
I think what it is once you learn to stick your pinky out, it's the entire thing changes.
You don't have to go pinky out. I go pinky under. Pinky under.
Well,
but if you want to be a classy bitch, you got to go pinkies out. You know,
yeah.
Lay 3 fingers down and.
Yeah, that's it right there.
All right, guys. I have this set up. Actually, no, I'm missing one thing still. Pinky under for the win.
Nick Static, I don't know how to read that sentence and take it in proper context. It could be construed a couple ways.
Which one?
If you like a coil that spits hot magma in your mouth, I should send you my girlfriend or my ex's dead rabbit. Girl had no self-control.
Aaron, I wondered that myself because it meant something completely different in the early 2000s, but yeah, it's now for the win. Yeah, Ethan,
Ken doing the stranger.
Stranger.
Gone in 60.
Ethan, I agree. We only make devices we like to use.
Well, except for one, but that's because Jimmy liked to use it.
And that's why there's only been one.
There's only one made. A prototype, and then the one he has.
Jimmy's chode. So you want us to put a friggin' fidget spinner on it? Braden?
How do you even that?
Huh?
How do you even... I can't even use it. Like, there's no way that I can use that.
Like a fidget spinner in it?
Well, you'd have to.
I think Chode Swarm would be amazing on a Chode. I agree, Jimmy. But you gotta convince Nick to build one. He doesn't want to build one. Fidget spinner and a Yeehee chip? Yeah, no way. I'm not a fan of the Yeehee chips myself.
I like how they have like 60-inch big screen TVs built in.
I mean, I have one with the Yeehee chip in it. It has Bluetooth and everything, and it sucks. Like, the chip's fine. FTW used to stand for fuck the world, by the way.
It was also a motocross company at one point, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that's what it still stood for.
That's where I first saw it.
It's like,
oh.
and then it's changed to For the Win. All right, guys, let's just run this. Let's run this, and we can BS for however long you want afterwards. All right, guys, we got 11 names, starting with Kenny, ending with Brandon. Verified random, El Diablo Waffle, SNL number 3, 3 total rounds. Starting with Kenny, ending with Brandon, 11 entries. It is 10:05 p.m. Central Standard Time. First on third will win. Kenny first, Brandon on the end. Chris St. Clair, Kenny on the bottom. Still 10:05. 17-17. And the winner is Kenny Sheldon with spot number 1. Congratulations, Kenny. Awesome win right there.
Congrats, Kenny.
Very nice. He was the person who closed it. Spot number 1 does win.
Spot 1-1?
Yep.
Wow, it's the first time I've seen that.
Oh, I've seen it quite a bit. Of course,
Have you?
Play a lot of waffles, so.
Yeah, you play way more than me.
Very nice one. I don't even know if he's on live or not. Yeah, there he is. Congratulations, buddy. I will PM you either tonight or tomorrow and have you fill out the document. And I will get it dyed tomorrow, and it'll get built this week. So you have a fast turnaround on this one. What do you guys else want to BS about? Ship with the other? Can do. That's right, you're a double owner.
Do a little update too. Some people I know have been waiting on 75C panels from Chris, and he sent a pic today. I don't know if he posted it in group or not, of one of the first panels on the 75C. So they'll be coming shortly.
Kenny, do you want the same configuration or do you want a different color?
Braden coming in, team free stuff.
Team free shit. We've thought about it.
Jeez, Braden. Are you only in the group for free stuff?
Different. I pick. Okay. You like red? So I want to do an all red with a black button. I think that'll look sick. Sounds good. All right. I am still going to have you fill out the document just so it's a lot easier for me to keep track of it. But yeah, I can do it.
Richard, I agree. Those buttons turned out really well. I didn't know if he could pull it off. Well, I don't mean to say it like that. I just didn't know if he would be able to get the what do I want to call the dome in it. And it looks like he was able to.
Actually, Ken, if you want to scroll back through your chat with me and just fill out the same one I'd already PM'd you, that'd be great. Yeah, the Rapture buttons look amazing. I can't wait to get my orange one that everyone seems to want.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's still in here. You still in here, Chris?
No, he's out tonight. Didn't he say he was going out with the
He was here a little bit ago.
father-in-law?
He said he was here a little bit ago, though. Yeah, he did say he was going out with his father-in-law. Going out for steak dinner. Although, it is 11:09 his time, so...
Oh, yeah. You're probably not eating steak at that time.
Yeah, and the black and red marble looking one. That one looked
That's
cool,
that's
Richard.
McChicken time.
McChicken. Ooh. If I wasn't on a diet.
You too?
Yeah.
We started Monday.
So did we.
Nice.
I think someone asked our unicorn mod or unicorn addies. You want to go first?
What is that? Wait, I don't know. What is the question?
Your unicorn mod or unicorn addy. Your beat-all, end-all favorite one you've ever seen.
Oh, that's easy. Anything by Frankenskull for the mod.
And then addy.
Man, the Wicked. It's my end all right now. There's nothing else that excites me enough to where I would trade it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the Wicked.
I think for me, unicorn mod, which I've had a few in my past, and I've acquired all of them. I think the one I wanted most, about a year ago would have been an armor mech. I ended up getting a couple of them, 3 of them.
Dane's the Unicorn Slayer.
Yeah, I kind of am. Probably maybe a Geppetto for a regulated tank mod. And I'd probably say a really cool Frankie would probably be my mech mod. Addy wise, I've also acquired every Addy. My unicorn was the Akko. and I got that on Monday. Don't have it in hand yet. Before that was an M-Addy. I've got that, obviously. Narda, I've used a Narda. I've had one for a while. I'd like another Narda. Maybe a Naria. Would probably just be my unicorn Addy right now. Maybe a Monarch V2, although I know I'll get that. Something along those lines. Naria will be the hardest one to get because they're hand-picking who gets them right now. So yeah,
they're hand-picking flippers.
Yeah, and I've seen 4 up now.
Yeah, I've seen a few.
Saw one go for a G.
Jesus.
Which is 10 times the value of that. And an M-Addy, an FTW edition, flips for like $2,000. Maybe 2,500 mats. And, I mean, it's a $700 RRP. So it's not flipping for tenfold. But for some reason, the Narias right now are flipping tenfold. Which is up there when the Hakus first released, they were flipping for like that. But the Akus flip for about 800 to 1,000, but their RRP is 300. So almost 300. It's like 300 after shipping. So
let's say some thoughts on flipping. I am pro flip. If a guy buys a product and he can resell it for 20 times what he paid, I am all for that. You know, good on him. He made a sound investment and he capitalized when he could. But for the people that are buying at the flipped price, good Lord, learn some self-control because it's going to devalue within 6 months and you're going to lose the entire investment. Not smart at all.
So I'm right there with you. You can flip your Pulse 22 for an HJ on the street. That's about it, Richard. Or
holy shit! I got a Pulse 22 right here. Who's got the Indies?
I mean, Aaron, Frankies have gone down, but they're still flipping high. But a Frankie is still, I think, 300 euros for RRP, and I've seen quite a few of them for under a G. I mean, that's double. But my opinion of flipping is, if you win it on a randomizer and you flip it, whatever, no problem. My biggest issue is when you're hand-picked to be given one and you flip it. That, I feel, is insulting, to the maker. When the maker only makes $60 on an Addy and you make 800 on it because he trusts you to not flip it, that's, I feel, disrespectful. But, like, MEB mods, the M-Addies, his philosophy is it's yours. You can flip it if you want. So when he just did the release of 90 of them and they're shipping out this week of the Ultimate Edition, which is brand new, you'll start seeing those pop up. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I don't see any issue at all. But, I mean, if you're going to pay flip prices, then that's on you. I mean...
So, Dane, I would almost agree with you about being handpicked, but you're being handpicked to buy it. But so once that transaction's made, that's my property or it's his property. And thankfully, we live under a society that has laws that protects property and our ability to do with what we please.
I agree with you, except that when like for the Naria release, my biggest problem there was he handpicked people to get them that weren't gonna flip them. Like, he made it very clear that I'm picking you because I don't want to see him in the secondary market flip for ridiculous prices. And so he picked people he trusted. And then they turned around and flipped it. And it wasn't like they flipped it after they tried it. They flipped them brand new. Or they flipped them, right when they arrived. That's wait a little bit. I mean, there's people in the group that are dying to try it that have been dedicated long-time buyers of their stuff. And I felt like if you're going to handpick people, those are the ones that should have got it. Do I hate the person that flipped it? No. I mean, that's whatever. But I still feel
the person that flipped it could have been a long-time buyer, and he was just getting some of his investment back.
Could have been a long-time flipper. I mean, that's the thing. They could have been flipping
Yeah,
their
true.
gear for a long time. And again, I still don't see, like, I don't have a huge issue with it. I just feel it was disrespectful to the maker. But when it comes to Frankie's, he doesn't care if you flip them. MEB doesn't care if you flip them. Geppetto doesn't care if you flip them. Stickman doesn't care if you flip them. And those are the ones selling for the most. And I mean, of course, I sent you. I saw the absolute most insane waffle I've ever seen in my entire life this week. Like, absolutely most insane. I've never seen a mod go for as much money as it was going for. And
Did it close?
It's close. It is close to closing, which blows my mind. Like, I mean, I have money, but I'm not spending my money that way.
No,
Like,
that's insane.
I mean, it was a $1,200 per spot, 10-spot waffle. That is $12,000 for a DNA 60 mod, which is insane. Just absolutely insane. I mean, if it pulls that price, it pulls that price, and honestly, I'd probably do the same thing. If I could turn something that, even if it was $2,000 and turn it into 12, it is what it is, but that's an insane price. And I mean, the guy will pay 10% on that, so he'll take home what, 10.8? I mean, that's crazy.
There is no rational reason to spend that kind of money on any vape product.
I 100% agree.
There's just not.
So
You would almost say it's full. Even if I was a multimillionaire, I feel like I could find better use of $1,200 or $12,000.
Well, yeah, it's $12,000 to buy it outright. Brandon, I use Shine Rags, and I cannot find mine right now. They're basically polishing rags. I do not
Brillo
know
pad.
where- And of course, I've got shit falling everywhere. I use these. They're Shine Rags. They're great. So yeah, I'll pull up what mod it is. It's made by Artisan is the name of the company. I'll show you guys what it looks like. I cannot show you the waffle. Later, Jimmy.
See you, Jimmy.
Well, you're gonna know where it comes from because I can't. Oh, Can I just open the image? Yeah. All right. Let me close that so I don't show where it's from. That is the mod, right there. And it is a beautiful mod. Beautiful mod. But it is 12 grand. I mean, that's insane. Absolutely.
You could
insane.
buy enough hookers to last you a month on 12 grand.
Or one really good hooker.
Yeah, she
For
better
12
be good.
For 12 hours. I agree, Sean. It is sexy. I mean, I'd take a Loki all day over it, though. And you can get a 100% beautifully decked out with all exotic materials. Loki for, I think, 2,500, somewhere in that way. Yeah, definitely no bottom airflow.
Robert, PM me, please, if you haven't. If you're the winner, that is. Don't just PM me because.
Who was it?
The winner of the V2 Katana. I'm assuming it was Robert Wakefield.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. So, Robert, if you'll PM me, shoot me your address, shipping address, I would appreciate it.
I mean, Aaron, I'm not even sure what Addy you would put on that mod. Like, what Addy is
A Wasp
worth
Nano.
a Wasp Nano. A Zeus. Like, I mean, I don't even know what you put, or Wasp RTA.
Yeah, they seem to love that one.
You can get Shine Rads in the group. The group for it is called Shine On. Brandon. And they're real reasonably priced, and they last a long time. And they'd come with 2 rads. They come with like a heavy duty rad to get a lot of tarnish out, and a everyday polish rad. And you can use those on like Delrin and plastics, and well, Delrin is plastic, but not 3D print, and metals. I use them mostly on my pawn, and the first time I used it on the pawn, I didn't realize how dirty it was until I polished it. We may do a group buy on the Shine Rads at some point. I'm in touch with the owner. I agree, Brandon. It better give more pleasure. I mean, I don't know what pleasure that thing gave, but it's crazy. I still don't. I mean, you could put a Narta or Narba on there, but I mean, those are top down. But, or it's not top down. It's RDTA. But I don't even think it would look good on there. Lucky you, Richard. Braden would tell you to use hooker spit. Good old elbow grease.
Oh, well, fucker.
Yeah, Sean, they did. I was the first one to receive them from him. I won on his giveaway. But the first batches of them went out when I got mine. And they're good. They're surprisingly good, actually.
The Shine Rags?
Yeah. I think I'm going to start using them on all the El Diablo contacts before I send them out.
What is it? Is it just a microfiber with polishing compound on it?
Yep. Well, it's embedded into it, but yeah. Then there's 2 different microfibers. There's the heavy duty one, which has like a more abrasive polish. Joss, it was 1,200 a spot, but it's 12K for the mod. Skyline Woodwood sets you on there, except it's bottom airflow, so don't really know how that would work.
Yeah, Ethan, they're pretty difficult to get because everybody wants one right now, and he's only releasing like 4 at a time.
Yeah, the ones he released today, I tried hard for. They were pretty nice looking. He released a couple titanium ones. I'm surprised you don't have one, Ethan, to be honest with you. Yeah, Richard, they're like Cape Cod cloths. They're just, I think, better than them, in my opinion. I've tried both. Oh, that's the whole thing, Joss, is that it is too much. It's insane. Like, I mean, M-Addies go up, they're 200 a spot. Stickmans go up, and they'll be... I mean, I've seen them go as much as 350 a spot. Maybe 400 a spot. But I've never seen one go for over 1,000 a spot. Well, Ethan, the later you are to the game, the easier they are to get at this point. I mean, I've seen a lot of them sell, but they're going to sell for 500, 550, and I'll tell you honestly, they're not worth that. They're worth our RRP, which is, I think, for the basic editions, 220. I got mine. Mine's the 650, and it just came as a 650 with a vented plug on it. And mine was just a quick list. There was 10. First 10 to fill it out, got them. And I just happened to have logged on Facebook, and it was the first post. Ethan, are you in Peasant? Are you in Peasant Inc.? If you're not in Peasant Inc., I feel like you should be in there. He is releasing a new pleb coming up here too.
What I like about Peasant is the way he's built his brand, so to speak.
Yeah, Alex does a good job.
He's got a very loyal following.
I mean, I think his group is... How many is in his group? It's big.
It's 4,000 strong, isn't it?
Yeah, 4,100. Yeah, he released this one today, which I thought was cool. See that?
Yeah, it looks good.
I thought that one was pretty cool. Then he released these 350 OD Green and Desert Tans, which I'm not a huge fan of. But yeah, the Pawn TIs are pretty good looking. Thought this one was badass looking. Sits 50, like a Dama look.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Although the best one he did, he's not making any more of right now. And that's irritating. Yeah, this is the other one he released today, which is pretty cool looking too. Let me transition back.
Does he do that himself, or does he have a company that he
does
sources?
He has a machinist who does the decks and the pins and stuff. He lathes the tubes himself at home and then does the anodizing himself. What does the switch look like?
Holy shit. I've always wanted to...
That's what the switch looks like. Right there. Pretty simple. And here that's what the switch looks like.
Josh, what are you doing in Illustrator?
Pretty simple.
What you drawing, Josh?
Yeah, Josh. What are you doing? Do I need to etch one for one right now?
Are you a good drawer, or are you just learning to draw?
Aaron. You were on the top of your game tonight, Aaron.
Yeah.
Oh, menu panels for work?
Do what? Ruger? Yeah, what about it? Well, I think they were only like $230 new, so you might get like $175 for it.
He said like 175.
If I had to guess.
All right, guys, do you have anything else you want to talk about?
Working on work. Sounds terrible. Working on work. Ugh.
Middle of nowhere.
You know what we need is somebody who's proficient in Illustrator, like maybe Josh, that can do some patterns for us.
That'd be
Because
cool.
I am super struggling to make a neat pattern out of the Modbro symbol or things of that nature, because
Oh.
I am stupid when it comes to Illustrator.
I like the one you made. Honestly,
Which one did I make that you loved?
the stall.
Yeah, but so I like it by itself, but I would want to make that into a swarm, and I can't do that without it just being like in rows or hexagonals. I want it to lay on top of each other like the Frankies and the Bolts and the Armors do,
Yeah.
but I can't figure out how to make that work and look right.
I think you'd have to probably lose the Mod Bros ring to make it look right.
Well, it's not what I wanted you to say.
I figured.
I would like to keep the Mod Bros ring in there. It's kind of been there from the start.
I agree. I just don't know if I don't think swarming it wouldn't look the most amazing though. Good night, Ethan. I think we're close to finishing up ourselves.
You hurt my feelings saying stuff like that. See you, Ethan.
I didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
Where's it gonna? You ever try to turn something on and can't find the power button?
Yeah, we're gonna work on it, Aaron. Well, Nit's gonna work on it, but yeah, we're working on
What?
on swarming something Mod Bros.
Yeah, ideally. I mean, I found some pretty cool patterns that I could just jerk off the interwebs, but I don't know if I want to do that. Like this one, I think it's a neat pattern and it looks good, but it's literally, I did skull pattern on Google and pulled it. I don't know if I want to offer something like that and then somebody going to go, oh, that's just the dumb pattern from Google. Like I've seen other people do. Like there's a mod that was released recently and I knew the pattern as soon as I saw it. I'm like, oh, they just yanked that off Google.
Yeah. Are the Mod Bros bottles going to be a thing?
Yeah. I mean, I got to work it out still, but this is the initial testing, and it turned out, well, that one sucked, but it turned out pretty well once I got the power and speed going. This is just all outlined, so once I actually do the engraving, I think it'll be pretty cool. Square bottles for sure. I still got to get the rotary table going to do a round bottle. And then I, like Dane said, I drew up a Modbro symbol with a skull in the center instead of MB that looked pretty cool. That will probably be what goes on the round bottles.
Joss, I would imagine that's okay. I mean, that'd be okay with me. If you want to play around with it. See what you can come up with.
Yeah, go for it. I tell you what, if you make a pattern that I like and want to use, I'll give you a free mod for the rights to the pattern.
It's a pretty damn good deal right there. All right, guys. I think it's getting to being closing time. My glass is empty. I got my Nick High. And we've done our raffles. We've done our randomizer. But we'll be back next week. Hopefully with some more gear. And I think maybe at some point this week, if the Akko comes in, I may go live for the Akko when I get it in.
Oh, you're not going to keep it?
Oh, no, I'm going to keep it. I'm just going to go live when I get it. Yeah,
just to show it off.
Yeah, that one is not going to Waffle. I can't do it. It's really hard to get a hold of. I mean, the list closed in 14 seconds, and it was a Google Doc with your address and everything in it. So
what you're saying is you're going to flip it?
No, not the Akko. I mean, I say that now, but you never know. But no, probably not. Alright, guys. It's been fun. Thank you for coming out.
Have a great weekend, everyone.
We will see you guys next week. I know it's about an hour and a half shorter of a live stream than we've done previously, but we hope to see everyone next weekend. You know, post up anything in our group you want. That's Mod Bros related. Please keep it Mod Bros related. All right, everyone. Have a good night.
See ya.